What is going on, guys? MG2005 here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the hybrid Gundam Barbatos Lupus Rex from the second season of Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans. Now, before you ask me about the colors, this is a painted build because I absolutely cannot stand the straight build. Yeah, because the straight build, it lacks a lot of color apps, and yeah, it just looks terrible without any paint. So, even though they provided stickers, they all sucked, especially the ones on the toes and the tail. And yeah, the backpack is entirely in gray. You can obviously see that I painted it. The fingers, I painted it. And yeah, those are the only things I painted on the kit. And oh my god, I just really cannot stand how this guy looks. I love this kit for the longest time. I've waited for the longest time, and it turns out to be a meh to me. So, the build process, yeah, you can actually see the 3-part video. I'm gonna put a playlist link down in the description below so you guys can check out the actual build itself. So the build, it wasn't that hard because you just simply put things in the slots and then just peg them in. Just close up the panels together. So, yeah, I would say this is a beginner-friendly kit. But for stickers, man, stickers are the nightmare of this kit. So first off, you have the eyes, which are evident, and then you have 2 each on the blue shoulder armor. Nothing on the chest, but then these 2 gigantic yellow stickers on the tail, which, well, I know somebody can do better than me, but yeah, I would recommend painting. And then what else? There's nothing on the arm, surprisingly. And then the 2 gray ones on the waist skirts, which are short again, which means you can get maximum mobility. And then you have the green power buttons as usual. And then you have 4 for the thrusters over here. And then you have the toes. The toes are absolutely abysmal because even my tweezers, or whatever the hell you call it in your nation, also has trouble getting into the gaps of the toes. And it is impossible to paint over red paint. Oh my god. And despite that, I actually love the kit's silhouette. It is menacing, it is ferocious. I know somebody will hate it, but to me, it is an absolutely awesome looking kit, despite all the lacking color apps and also the stickers. So for articulation, the head can go up and down, forwards and back, rotates, and it's on your typical double ball joint. And yeah, I also forgot, the collar has a sticker. But it's almost invisible because the chest armor is blocking it. The arms are not on polycaps, except for the feet and the head. Everything, and also the waist, everything is plastic on plastic, so extremely tight. And I really do not understand. Okay, these joints can go up without popping out. Yeah, it's extremely tight, you can rotate. And then the arms are on your Gundam frame joints, so you can go out. And yeah, the flaw of high-grade Gundam frames typically show on this kit, which is another flaw of this kit. The shoulder armors can come up. These blue panels do not have a track, but they can come out this far. The arms can rotate above the elbow, bend at the elbow at one joint, which is very, very tight, so yeah, do it gently. And then the ball jointed wrists, which are also on plastic on plastic also. It is a bit hard to get it into the slot, to be honest. And then the waist can just rotate. It has this joint here, which does not seem significant. The front joints are molded together. Side skirts can move up all the way. Back skirts are stationary as usual. Then the legs can come forwards and back. And then the legs can go forwards, backwards, outwards. Rotation at the hip a double jointed knee, which is, yeah, practically the same as the original Lupus. And then the feet can go forwards and back, side to side, rotate, the toe can point down, and then this piece can go up. And then the tail, it's on like a rotary joint here, so you can move it up and down. So all in all, articulation is absolutely amazing for this guy. It's basically the same as the Lupus, but I would say, yeah, it's just amazing. So for accessories, the open hands. The open hands are actually called Rex nails. So these can basically act as finger blades. So I basically never seen a mobile suit do this ever since the Zaydala from Gundam Age. And then you have the tail blade. So the tail blade, yeah, and also painted these power buttons. So it's just a typical blade. Normally this piece would come up with it, but for me it isn't. It isn't, because I just put some like regular glue inside to make the friction more better, because this joint connects to the tail blade good enough, so never bothered to apply glue to that. And then it comes with a medium-sized wire, so you can feed it in, and you need to feed it into a point where you're able to fold it. So it's gonna be like this. And then what you need to do, no extra adapters or anything, so you can just put the wire right inside the tail. You plug it back in. Okay, let me fix it. There we go, much better. So put it back in, and you can basically do whatever you want. And the connection is pretty solid. So let me revert the tail. Okay, there we go. And then let me bring in the ultra large mace. So this is retractive form, and just the mace head alone, it can come up to his chest. And let me just straighten it out a bit. Without the handle extended, it is already roughly taller than the actual Gundam. So before extended, here's a mounting point. So this mounting point goes into the back skirt. Finally, there's a use for the hole right now. And then you can just bring in a mace and plug it into one of these 4 holes in the head. So I usually like to do the handle facing to the right. And there we go. So it is a solid connection, and you can take it off just as easy. So I'm going to leave the joint for now. And for him to hold it, you need to bring in the holding hands. But unfortunately, Bandai did the stupid trick again where you need to interchange the hand covers with these ones. So I have no words. So what you basically do is bring in the mace, put it into the hand, and then just basically put the hand cover back on. And the actual hole is just right to fit the handle, so it would not rotate or anything. So you won't need to rely on absolute friction, because the actual hole is just big enough to hold the mace. And since the connection for the wrist to the arm is plastic on plastic, no weight issues whatsoever. So that is pretty cool. And then finally, you have the sub arms inside. So what you do is open up, unfold the arms, and then put it back. And this has some articulation. So you have articulation at the base and articulation at the arm. What this basically lets you do is make him hold weapons. Let me take the actual mace itself, and it clicks into place. Looks weird right now, but here's an example. Unfortunately, the sub-arms can only hold circular handled weapons. For example, if you try to give him the Tobiguchi blade from the Hekija, it would not go in. So, to conclude, the sub-arms can only hold circular handled weapons, which is kind of a bummer. So that's all the accessories for the Lupus Rex. So I do not have all the variants off of the shelves. Forgive me for that. So let's bring in its next opponent, the Gundam Vidar. And then its predecessor, the original Wolf. So you can see the contrast between the two. And finally, the Hekija. So that's all for the Barbatos Lupus Rex. So this kit, with the silhouette, it is an awesome kit. It looks awesome. The weapons, it can utilize it pretty well because, yeah, with previous experiences, models with giant weapons cannot hold their weapons practically. And this basically defies all that. Good job, Bandai. And a good story mechanism as well. But then there are the cons. Firstly, stickers are vast. Stickers are extremely vast in this kit, and even though some stickers are terrible, and then you still do not get all the coloring details because the backpack. The most irritating thing is the backpack. If you ask me now, I would recommend painting this guy before you put it on your shelf. Never mind panel lining, just painting would do it good. But yeah, you can do whatever you want with your kit. I'm not the one to judge. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did like it, please be sure to drop a like, comment, and also subscribe for more gaming videos, model reviews, and all that kind of stuff. Subscribe to Ultra Prime, is your videos in pure percentage if you haven't, and I'll see you all in the next video. By the way, tell me in the comments below, what do you think of the model kit and its actual anime counterpart? Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all later. Peace out, guys. Bye bye.